Tohuko. I'm a designer and the initiator of this project called Craft Tank. But the basic idea is, we want to make the collaborations between Japanese traditional crafts and the international designers. Here, we are showing the inaugural edition of our series of Craft Tech, which we expand in the future. And for this edition, we collaborated these 6 people listed here: Semi Marcellis, Studios Wine, Yachibon, Yoichi Ochiai from Japan, and Michael Liang, and myself actually. We curated these people with Maria Cristina Gigio as curator. And these 6 people have collaborated with 6 crafts from 6 prefectures in Tohoku region of Japan, which is the northeast part of Japan. So, I'll show you around. I collaborated with Aizu Hongoyaki Pottery, who is making these kind of products, usually. But we created this slate of ceramics with their famous glazed texture, like rain, and then embedded in a plate of aluminum to stand as a lighting sculpture like this. She collaborated with Kawatsura Shiki, which is lacquerware from Akita Prefecture. It is famous for the really thick layer of lacquer, which means like a really strong layer, and the beautiful gold decoration on it. But in this case, Sabine wanted to feature the reflection of light on this surface of material, and so she created these 2 tables and a wall piece of art from different place. This is the piece by Ini Archibon, collaborating with Tsugaru Nuri from Aomori Prefecture. And in this case, Ini made this unique sculpture with a kind of sound emitting sculpture, whose sound you can change with your hands actually. So there are kind of sensing antennas inside, and you can control with your kind of proximity, and you can change the sound. Designed by Studios Y, Alex and Raza. They collaborated with Sendai Tansu, here represented by Yunome-san from Japan. His company historically has been making this kind of, this is like a typical classic Sendai Tansu. Usually it's much bigger, but you can do anything bigger than this, so I have this small thing. But this is really classic style of Sendai Tansu, and Studios Wine transformed it into this really minimalistic style. But it's got hidden handles here. So of course it functions as a cabinet. Yeah, so all the sections work like this.
Is this kind of the colour?
Yeah. We are running out of time, and are we quick? This is a collaboration between Michael Liang with Nambu Teki Ironware. Over there is Sato-san from Iwate Prefecture. He's the artisan who made these pieces. He's usually making these kind of teapots, but Michael has came up with this clever modular system, and he combined this module differently to create different structure, and he created these 2 tables and the wall piece. This is a work by Japanese artist Yoichi Ochiai, who collaborated with Oita Matsumugi, the textile craft in Yamagata Prefecture. And they are, Oita Matsumugi, you can see, if you come here, you can see the beautiful kimono dress over there. And but in this case, this red is kind of signature color of this craft. So Yoichi wanted to feature this kind of textile gray, this hero.
And then you sort of, it's like I say, the only designer that's alive today that was worth anything and high quality stuff. Because at some point you're mass producing the stuff just because you put.
Yeah, I was going to say, I might find that myself.
What do you want? Yeah. Just trying to work out how many things we've done. The next stage of your day, I'm just going to give a bit of contextualisation. David and I have been working together. We just remembered since 2008, where we did the first of a series of pretty ambitious structures, to be honest, with David Adjei. And it's been one of those long-standing relationships. And we both like ambition, and I think you can see that again here. And what's so wonderful about these projects is, they're very accessible for a wider audience, but there's a good specialist story in there as well. And it's a really important kind of technical story in there. So, that having an engagement at so many different levels is, I think, makes a super successful project. This is a great location. We work with Alison with her project called Smile. Some of you will remember that. That was here a number of years ago. And we met up. Stefan, when did we meet?
I'm David Venables from the American Hardwood Export Council. We've got a long tradition of doing these experiments. I mean, this is an ongoing live experiment of engagement, bringing a conversation. We've done many of them. We've done a lot of them with the London Design Festival. This is our 6th major structure, and we've done lots of other projects in between. And I've been developing a relationship over the last year or so with the Dietz studio, with Stefan Dietz. We met originally in Copenhagen, and we've wanted for a number of years to test a new timber for glulam. Glulam structures have been around a long time. That technology is probably well over 100 years old. But hardwood is something now, is a new material coming into timber construction. Mass timber, timber revolution, it's become mainstream. When I first started promoting timber, here 30 odd years ago, it was on the periphery, it was a niche. It's now mainstream. It will have to be even more mainstream in the future.
By David. And I personally, as a designer, I like to build sandwiches in my work because I think it's a way, by aligning interests of different parties targeting the same direction, we are much more powerful. So getting the opportunity by David, using an innovative material which is potentially much stronger than the pine wood that we are usually using, and that we've actually used last year together with the OMC C to create our first pilot project in Frankfurt. A similar construction but much smaller. We found out that we, as a continuing this kind of project, I'm gonna say a few words about the concept later on. We will depend on a strong, reliable new material that's available in volume, and also that's aesthetically convincing.